In a place where darkness had wrapped itself around everything, the earth was breaking beneath their feet. Finn and Layla stood in the heart of a battle unlike anything the world had ever seen. The Eternal Ruler was more powerful than any foe they had faced before, and each of his attacks left catastrophic destruction in their wake. But even amidst the deep, encroaching gloom, there was one light that refused to go out, the light of hope that flickered deep within Finn and Layla. This was the only beacon that fueled their spirits with determination to continue the fight. "We cannot let him control our worlds," declared Finn. The greatest assault was imminent. The Eternal Ruler radiated with a fearsome power, surrounded by waves of thick darkness that shattered everything in their path. His beams gouged deep rifts into the earth, lashing out at the sky with unstoppable force. Yet Finn and Layla did not retreat. Despite the fatigue showing on their bodies, facing consequences from every side, they pressed on with remarkable resilience. "Layla, we need complete synchronization," Finn shouted, lifting his hammer to the sky. "I am with you. We will not give up," Layla responded, concentrating fiercely to aim true. In an instant they were prepared, as if time itself had paused around them. Everything was silent. Their eyes locked onto the Eternal Ruler, who now grinned a dark smile, seeming to anticipate their collapse. But they were stronger than he ever imagined, united in a struggle not only for themselves. "Together," yelled Finn, driving his hammer into the ground with tremendous force. At that moment, an eternal light pulsed with unprecedented brilliance. Tremendous energy surged forth from the heart of the eternal crystal, smashing through the darkness that sought to devour every light passing through it. Its force was so incredible, it inflicted unexpected damage on the beast. Yet the Eternal Ruler didn't fall easily, transforming into an even more colossal being, wielding powers beyond reckoning. He raised his hand, and darkness flowed like raging rivers, attempting to engulf everything. The ground quaked violently around them, and the sky darkened further. "No, this cannot be," declared Finn, raising his hammer in preparation for another strike. But in a moment of dire challenge, darkness gathered swiftly around him. Finn found it hard to breathe, with his body growing weary. Layla was in no better shape, the darkness coiling around her, the air growing heavy around them. The greatest sacrifice loomed. Finn realized that victory demanded a sacrifice. He looked at Layla, taking a deep breath. "Layla, we must combine our power completely. There's no room for retreat now." Layla met his gaze, her eyes gleaming with resolve. "Ready, we will not let the darkness conquer our world." Their energies began to meld seamlessly, intertwined in a way the world had never witnessed. They pooled all their powers, opening a gateway of eternal light between them, paving the way for an immense strike. "Now!" Finn commanded, directing the attack into the heart of the Eternal Ruler. The eternal light detonated into a tempest of radiance fiercer than ever before. The strike was so swift and mighty that the sky shook from its impact, while the ground around them began to split. Slowly, the darkness began to retreat as though it had been dealt a lethal blow. But the Eternal Ruler, who still survived, started tearing the very fabric of space, attempting to reshape it. His form was utterly deformed, with the heavens consumed by chaos. In that moment, Finn realized the battle was far from over. "You won't let me go, will you?" The Eternal Ruler taunted, rising anew, darker than darkness itself. But Finn and Layla had marshaled every last ounce of their power, unveiling a vast spatial gateway between worlds. A concentrated blast of light surged through the heart of the parallel dimensions. Instead of taking a traditional route, the Eternal Ruler used his final strength to destroy the gateway from within, and the ground shook as never before. "You cannot save the worlds," The darkness will obliterate you all, the eternal ruler cried. Yet in the final moments, a vast light erupted from deep within the earth. This light was mightier than all the darkness the eternal ruler sought to command. It exploded, drowning all in an unyielding cosmic glow. The final end unveiled itself. As if time had halted, the darkness burst into tiny fragments, with streams of light surging everywhere. The eternal ruler vanished into this colossal explosion. As tranquility gradually returned to the earth, Finn and Layla remained anxious, knowing that darkness left its traces in the worlds as if the battle was mere foreboding of what lay ahead. We've finished here, but is it truly over? Finn pondered aloud, looking up at the darkened sky as it slowly calmed. We do not know, but we are ready for what comes next, Layla replied, her eyes shimmering with unwavering resolve. In Part 58,